CSS Layout and Positioning. Proper layout and positioning are fundamental to web design. Without them, elements on a web page may appear cluttered, misaligned, or difficult to read. In this section, you'll learn how CSS helps you control the placement and arrangement of elements, ensuring a smooth and engaging user experience. Understanding the CSS box model. Every element on a web page is treated as a rectangular box, and understanding how these boxes interact is key to controlling layout. The CSS box model consists of 4 parts. 1. Content. The actual text or image inside the element. 2. Padding. The space between the content and the border. 3. Border. A visible outline that encloses the padding and content. 4. Margin. Space between the element and surrounding elements. Why is the box model important? When styling elements, the box model helps you define spacing and structure. For example, if you want a button to appear larger with extra space around it, you can adjust its padding and margin accordingly. In the example on the screen, the button will have a content area of 200 pixels, 10 pixels padding to create spacing inside the border, a 2-pixel solid border for visual definition, and a 20-pixel margin to keep distance from other elements. The box model helps maintain consistency in layout design, ensuring your elements are spaced properly. Display properties, controlling how elements appear. CSS provides different display properties to control how elements behave in a layout. The most commonly used values are 1. Block, where elements take up the full width of their container. 2. Inline, where elements only take up as much width as necessary. 3. Inline block. This is like inline, but allows setting of width and height. 4. A none. This hides the element completely. In this example, the element with the block example class takes up the entire width available. The inline example element appears next to other elements rather than stacking. Understanding display properties is essential for structuring layouts efficiently. Float and clear, managing element alignment. The float property is used to align elements to the left or right, allowing text and other content to wrap around them. Common float values. Float left aligns an element to the left. Float right aligns an element to the right. Float none, which is the default value, keeps the element in normal document flow. Clearing floats. When elements are floated, they can affect the surrounding layout. The clear property prevents elements from being affected by previous floating elements. CSS positioning, controlling precise placement. CSS provides different positioning techniques to precisely place elements within a web page. Static. Elements follow the normal document flow. Relative. Elements move relative to their original position. Absolute. Elements are placed relative to their nearest positioned ancestor. Fixed. Elements stay in place even when scrolling. Sticky. Elements stick to a position when scrolling past it. By mastering CSS layout and positioning, you can design clean, professional, and well-structured web pages. Creating responsive layouts with Flexbox. When designing a website, one of the biggest challenges you face is making sure your layout adapts beautifully across different screen sizes, from large desktops to mobile phones. You don't want your users to struggle with distorted elements or awkward alignments. This is where CSS Flexbox comes to the rescue. Flexbox, or the Flexible Box Layout, is a CSS module that allows you to design dynamic and responsive layouts with minimal effort. It gives you control over how elements are spaced, aligned, and distributed within a container, even when their sizes are unknown or change dynamically. Why use Flexbox? It automatically adjusts the layout to fit different screen sizes. You can easily align items vertically and horizontally without complex positioning hacks. It helps distribute extra space efficiently, preventing unnecessary white space or overlapping content. It works great for one-dimensional layouts, either row-based or column-based. Now, let's break it down step by step and see how you can use Flexbox to build a responsive layout.